And happening today, the trial begins in a murder case that shook Gwinnett County. A former police officer accused of killing a 16-year-old girl.
Atlanta News First's Rebecca Schramm is live right now. She's at the Gwinnett County Justice Center. Rebecca, jury selection should begin in just a few hours.
That's right, Gervier and Brooks, good morning to you. This is a case that really terrified a lot of families. A teenage girl walking home from a friend's house disappeared. Well, 7 months later, someone stumbled upon her remains in some woods 20 miles away. Let's refresh your memory. This is Susanna Morales. She was 16 years old. She vanished in July of 2022 after leaving the Sterling Glen apartments near Norcross, and she was found in February of 2023 off Highway 316 near Decula. Soon afterward came another shocker. A Doraville police officer, Miles Bryant, was charged with Susanna's murder. Investigators tell us they found his service weapon, which he had reported stolen, not far from where the girl's remains were found. They believe he dropped it there while dumping her body. A year after Susanna's disappearance, her mother spoke with reporters who asked her what she misses most about her daughter.
Yo la extraño, yo la quiero.
Everything. I don't think there's anything particular that I already don't miss about my daughter. I miss her every day. I want her here with me.
And court begins at 9 o'clock this morning. We will update you as the trial goes on. Live at the Gwinnett County Courthouse, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News.